Let's get to put up your puke. Steve, you pick your favorite plays on tonight's slate. Garion, either you agree or pivot. Who's your favorite pitcher, Steve?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody has a really good understanding of this segment after the great job you guys did of explaining it. But Garion and I will go through the segment, and hopefully you'll catch up as we go along. Jesus Luzardo going tonight for the Marlins up against the Angels. Coming off a really strong spring. Look at this guy. He can't even control himself. Walking around. Can't even listen. Jesus Luzardo coming off a really nice spring training. 11 2/3 inning, .77 ERA, 1.03 whip, and a 10-3 strikeout to walk rate. We have an Angels team that is not going to be particularly strong against lefties. On a normal basis, this team is running out 4 to 5 lefties when they're facing right-handed pitching. So they're going to have to go to some of their bench players when they are facing lefties. Now, I know Luzardo had some brutal numbers last year, but this kid obviously has a lot of talent. He came through the Oakland system, which means once you are up in the majors, they ship you off. They don't want to keep anybody. That's how it is as an Oakland A. But Luzardo induces a lot of ground balls. This Angels team has the potential to strike out a lot. So on a slate that really doesn't have a lot of strong pitching options, I think going down the board to Luzardo isn't the worst move you can make tonight.
All right, what do you want to do here, Garion? You going to put up your bukes? You going to fight him?
Well, as we all know, going back to last season, let's just refresh. I never tie in this segment. That is Nick Fryer territory. That is not something that I do.
Total loser.
Tough because Steve and I often have the exact same. We share a brain usually when it comes to baseball. And I have written up Jesus Luzardo as my value pitcher over on the DK playbook for MLB targets for tonight's 9-game slate, if anyone wants to go check that out. But thankfully, Steve, who assigns my articles, has me write up 2 pitchers. So I will just go with the other pitcher. As he mentioned, this is like one of my favorite slates of the year. We only get it once, but it's most teams' 5th game, which means pretty much across the board, we are getting everyone's worst starting pitcher. It is a glorious night of DFS baseball, but a couple guys kind of fall through the cracks, and one of those dudes is Yu Darvish. And look, it's boring to take the most expensive pitcher on the slate most nights. This is a night where boring is at a premium. I mean, Darvish, not a boring guy by any means. He's coming off 6 no-hit innings in his first start of the season. But I think the key thing with Darvish is just he threw 92 pitches his last time out. Yu Darvish is about the only person I can guarantee who can throw 100 pitches on tonight's slate, because most of these guys, again, are either bad or they are making their first start of the season. I mean, Andrew Heaney is the 4th most expensive starter on this slate. Whenever you get a slate like that, just take a layup like Yu Darvish and be happy, and probably use Jesus Luzardo as your second pitcher.